Welcome and kia ora. We're so pleased to have you join us for the last video in your e-learning peer support training. With just a couple of topics and one more group session left, you're nearly finished. We want to take a moment to celebrate this. Training to become a peer supporter can be confronting and make you think quite hard about your own communication styles, what things you would do in tricky situations, and it's quite time consuming. We appreciate that you're committed to this training and have followed us along this journey. Well done. Today, we thought we would answer a few common FAQs, which means frequently asked questions. These are possible questions and answers you might have about peer support.
So we're going to ask and answer these questions between ourselves. As we do, think about what your response might be, or any questions you have. Again, jot them down and bring them to the next group session to be answered. Right, so let's get started. Question 1. Sean, what happens after I have developed a good peer support partnership with someone?
That's a great question, Susan, thank you. The two of you might get on well together and both enjoy a kōrero about similar experiences. Over time, you might both agree that your peer support relationship has turned into a friendship. Should that happen, that's fine. It's up to the two of you. It would be great to let My Life, My Voice know, especially if you're willing to continue to offer peer support to another person.
Another question, what if I met someone, and we just don't get along?
That's fine. If either of you decide you don't get on, you can support the person to find another peer supporter, and then you can decide to offer your support to another person.
So, Sean, am I expected to pay the phone costs if I need to ring someone?
So we're currently thinking through this, and we hope that you can find a way to make free connections. But if not, we'll discuss this with you.
So what if the person I'm supporting keeps ringing me outside of our agreed times?
Yeah, we have some information about how to protect your caller ID to avoid this sort of thing. But if that situation did happen, that's something you could discuss in a general way in the Peer Supporter Network monthly meetings, so everyone can contribute to the kōrero. Alternatively, it might be something to talk about in supervision with a My Life, My Voice leader. We'd suggest a serious conversation asking the person to respect your personal time and to only contact during agreed times.
Makes sense, really makes sense, thanks. And what if the person I'm supporting tells me something, really terrible?
I know. And that could be something that's a really difficult situation and not something we would expect to happen. But if it does, this is where you would contact a My Life, My Voice leader and ask for support. Now, we know that's not all the questions you may have, and things may come up for you at any stage. Well, never fear. We are always here to answer as many questions as you may have. Well, we'll try to anyway. As we've said, jot them down and bring them to the group sessions or email them to My Life, My Voice, and we'll get an answer back to you as soon as we can.
So now we thought we would share a funny little video we have found. It is a little light-hearted fun from the United States to raise awareness of the way disabled people get treated in the wider community. The video is called Disability Sensitivity Training. It's only about 3.5 minutes long, so we'll play this now.
Good morning, Bob.
Morning there, big man. Morning, Alice!
There's no need to be awkward.
Poor Bob. Like so many of us, he just doesn't know how to interact with people with disabilities.
It's pretty easy, really. People with disabilities are people first.
We need the same things that every person needs, like respect.
Good morning, everyone.
Attention! Okay. Maybe we need to be more specific.
The easiest way to show respect is to focus on the person, not the disability. It's okay. You'll get the hang of it.
One easy way to focus on the person is to watch the person signing and not their interpreter.
Or their companion.
It's really cool that you'd like to help, but do us both a favor and please ask me first. What you think might be helping?
I got you.
Wait, ah! Oh no, might actually not.
If you'd like to offer me help, let me hold on to your elbow. Don't take mine.
Hey, would you like to take my arm?
Sure.
Assistive devices help us to live our lives. They're really important and really personal.
Grabbing them only makes it weird for everyone.
What?
Please only touch our devices and service animals if we've given you permission. And don't take it personally if I ask you not to. Remember that my service animal helps me all the time. Neither of us would like it if we were separated.
Remember, we make our own decisions. We sign documents, vote, volunteer, work, and pay taxes.
We get married.
So don't address me just because I have a great smile.
Just because I'm blind.
May I help you?
Does not mean I'm deaf.
Just because I'm deaf doesn't mean I'm blind.
And just because I use a wheelchair doesn't mean that I can't sweep you off your feet.
So take a deep breath, relax. We don't bite.
Unless we're really hungry.
Hello there, ladies. How are you?
Hello. And if you're not sure what to do, just ask.
Hi, would you still like to see a menu?
No thanks, but can you please read it to me?
Sure, definitely.
Just treat us the way you would want to be treated, and we'll all be okay.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Morning, Alice.
Morning.
Awkward no more. Nice job, Bob. Go forth and be human.
There's no need to be awkward.
We hope you enjoyed that and that it brought a smile to your face, as I'm fairly positive that you would have related to one, two, or quite a few of those situations. Isn't it strange how we all have stories which, yes, as you look back, are funny, but they are simply because some people just don't know how to relate to a disabled person. So now that we've had a laugh, we move on to the nitty-gritty of things. We are sure by now you are saying, so what do I do after the training? How do I actually become a volunteer peer supporter and get my profile up on the website? Well, hopefully this section will answer all of those questions.
So we believe that becoming a peer supporter will contribute to your own growth and development. You'll learn new skills, meet new people, and have an experience of sharing in a respectful and supportive environment. We believe this is of benefit not only to individuals, but also to our wider disability community. Though we are small at the moment, we have a vision that our peer supporter program will one day offer disabled people a large number, a wide variety of peer supporters to choose from. So, what are the next steps to becoming a peer supporter? It's not quite enough to simply be a disabled person and attend training. It's also about your readiness, and readiness can look different for everyone. It might include how well you have understood the training. You may have more questions or need time to digest or discuss what you've learned. You may need to think about your own wellness and what areas you need to work on before you commit to becoming a peer supporter. We discussed wellness earlier, and now we get you to ask yourself, do I have the time, space, and energy for being a peer supporter? Do you need to talk with us a bit more about how this voluntary role might fit into your life?
So after this training ends, we will send all the peer supporter paperwork to you who have completed all the online training and have attended all of the group sessions. The paperwork includes things like an overview, a police check form, and a form to complete which will become your website profile. One of our My Life, My Voice team members will then get in touch with you after you've had a bit of time to think about becoming a volunteer peer supporter. Together, you can discuss your interest, wellness, and readiness to become a peer supporter. Or you might have more questions about the role or the paperwork. Then, once both of you agree that this is the right time and it's the right for you to become a peer supporter, then we'll get you connected. Our peer support network administrator will be available to help complete the paperwork process with you. Yay! Then you will become an available peer supporter. You will get an invite to the peer supporter network, and our My Life, My Voice leaders will connect with you at the monthly meetings. If you haven't completed all the requirements yet, our administrators will contact you about how we can help you and complete the topics or the group sessions that you have missed. Again, if there are any questions you have, you can jot them down and ask them at your last group session, or you can ask the My Life, My Voice team member that calls to discuss your readiness.
So now we've come to the end of all our topics. There are no more videos, although you will need to book in for the last of the group sessions. We look forward to discussing your interest in becoming a peer supporter. Before we finish, I'd like to tell you about the survey link that we will be sending to you. This link will take you to a feedback form where you can tell us how the training has been for you, what worked well and what didn't. The survey is completely anonymous and will in no way identify you. We'd really appreciate if you could complete this survey, as your thoughts or comments will help us to improve the training experience for other people.
And thank you so much for your time, your energy and care. We hope that you have enjoyed this training as much as we've enjoyed creating these videos for you. Before we end, we'd like to share another whakatauki with you. It is, he aha te me nui o te ao. He tangata, he tangata, he tangata. What is the most important thing in the world? 'Tis people, 'tis people, 'tis people. Now let's finish the online e-learning training with a karakia.
Kia whakairea te tapu. Kia wātea ai te ara. Kia turuki whakataha ai. Kia turuki whakataha ai. Haumi e, hui e, tai ki e.
The translation of this karakia is, restrictions are moved aside so the pathway is clear to return to everyday activities. Go well, and we really look forward to seeing you at the final group session that we remind you to book into now. And we also look forward to connecting with you as a My Life, My Voice volunteer peer supporter. Thank you again, and see you soon.
Bye.